Imagine standing in the shadow of one of the most iconic structures in the world, Notre Dame. But what if beneath its ancient stone floors, buried deep within the heart of Paris, lies a secret, a revelation that has remained hidden for centuries? In the aftermath of the devastating 2019 fire, as restoration teams worked to bring this cathedral back to life, they uncovered something far more extraordinary than anyone could have imagined. Join me as we dive into the mystery of the lost tombs discovered beneath Notre Dame tombs that could reveal the forgotten truths of history, buried beneath the very foundation of one of the world's most sacred landmarks. This is not just a story of fire and rebirth. It's a tale of ancient power, hidden knowledge, and the secrets that still lie beneath our feet. Beneath the soaring majesty of Notre Dame, beyond the stained glass windows that once cast divine hues upon generations of the faithful, beyond the towering Gothic spires that seemed to pierce the heavens themselves, lay something hidden, something buried in the very bones of history. A discovery made not in search of relics, but in the wake of tragedy. When Notre Dame burned in 2019, the world watched in horror as fire engulfed the heart of Paris. But from destruction came revelation. As restoration teams began their painstaking work to stabilize and rebuild this masterpiece of human devotion, they uncovered something beneath the cathedral's floor, a crypt of lost tombs, forgotten by time, entombed within the very foundation of one of the most sacred structures in Christendom. These tombs, hidden beneath centuries of stone and history, held the remains of individuals whose names had long faded from memory. The most astonishing find among them was a lead sarcophagus, its seal unbroken, its occupant undisturbed for centuries. But who was this person? And why had they been laid to rest in such a hallowed yet secretive place? Experts believe the tombs date back to the 14th century, a time when Notre Dame was not just a place of worship, but a center of power. This period was marked by the power struggles of the 100 Years' War and the influence of the Avignon papacy, which would have intertwined the fates of the church, monarchy, and the rising merchant class. Among the remains, archaeologists identified the sarcophagus of what appeared to be a high-ranking church official, possibly a bishop or nobleman, encased in lead to preserve the body. Such a burial was a privilege reserved only for the most influential figures, those whose very lives were entwined with the affairs of the church, the monarchy, and the secretive currents of medieval Europe. But why were they buried beneath Notre Dame? To answer that, we have to look beyond the cathedral's modern identity and trace the spiritual history of the ground upon which it stands. Before Notre Dame, there was another place of worship. Long before the first stones of the cathedral were laid, the site was sacred to the Celts, perhaps even the Druids, who recognized certain locations as points of immense spiritual power. Ancient ley lines, paths of energy believed to crisscross the earth, were said to converge in places of great significance. The Parisians knew this sacred land as the Isle de la Cité, a heart of ancient Paris where settlements date back to pre-Roman times. Could it be that Notre Dame, like so many grand religious sites, was deliberately built upon such a location? If so, the burial of high-ranking clergy beneath its foundation would take on a deeper meaning. To be interred in such a place would not just ensure remembrance, but perhaps a more direct passage to the divine. And then there is the matter of the Knights Templar. The Templars, those warrior monks of legend, held great sway in medieval France. Though their official seat of power lay elsewhere, their influence reached far and deep, entangling them with the church, the monarchy, and the arcane knowledge they were said to possess. The Templars had a long history of safeguarding sacred relics and performing secret rituals, and their legacy was entwined with the spiritual and political currents of the time. Some theorists speculate that hidden tombs beneath Notre Dame might have connections to the Templars, who were brutally suppressed and executed in France under the orders of King Philip IV. Could some of their fallen brethren have been secretly interred here? In 1307, the Templar order was dissolved in a dramatic series of arrests and executions, but many of their members were rumored to have hidden their wealth and knowledge. Could these lost tombs contain more than just the remains of bishops and nobles, but whispers of a suppressed history, buried to keep certain truths from ever surfacing? Indeed, the association of secret societies with Notre Dame goes back even further. The construction of the cathedral was marked by the involvement of Masons, skilled builders and craftsmen who were later connected to the Freemasons. Freemasonry itself, with its esoteric traditions, has deep roots in the medieval guilds, and some claim that the cathedral's design contains hidden symbolism passed down from ancient schools of thought, perhaps even from the Templars. Of course, the more traditional explanation is that these were simply the resting places of esteemed members of the Church, their presence beneath Notre Dame an eternal testament to their faith and service. But history has a habit of revealing itself in layers, much like the very ground these tombs were hidden beneath. What we take at face value today may only be a fraction of the truth. And what of the symbolism? Notre Dame, like many cathedrals of its era, is more than just a church. It is a coded manuscript written in stone, an esoteric puzzle of sacred geometry, alchemical design, and hidden messages. The very placement of its rose windows, its labyrinthine layout, even its iconic gargoyles, all speak to a deeper knowledge, one not meant for the average worshiper, but for those initiated into the mysteries of divine architecture. The cathedral's layout, for example, aligns with the sun's path, and its architectural features mirror key elements of Christian and pre-Christian mythology. The discovery of lost tombs beneath such a structure only deepens the enigma. Were these individuals merely laid to rest, or were they guardians of something more? The labyrinth on the floor of Notre Dame is another striking feature. Medieval labyrinths were often used in cathedrals as a tool for meditation and prayer, symbolizing the journey of the soul towards redemption. The tombs beneath the cathedral might be seen as a continuation of this spiritual journey, a reminder that even those who pass away remain tied to the divine. The implications of these lost tombs stretch far beyond Notre Dame. They remind us that even beneath our greatest monuments of faith and civilization, secrets remain buried, waiting to be rediscovered. Notre Dame itself has stood witness to centuries of human triumph and tragedy, wars, revolutions, the rise and fall of kings and empires. It has survived the storm of the French Revolution, when the Church was desecrated and repurposed as a temple of reason in the name of enlightenment. During this time, many religious relics and symbols were destroyed, and the Templars, among others, were vilified as enemies of the Revolution. And now, even in the wake of its own near destruction, it continues to reveal new chapters of history that had long been forgotten. What more lies beneath? What else has time chosen to conceal? And as restoration continues, will we uncover more mysteries beneath the very stones of Notre Dame? The lost tombs are not just remnants of the past, they are keys to understanding the forces that shaped not only Paris, but the spiritual and historical landscape of the world itself. One thing is certain: Notre Dame is not done telling its story. As we peer into the shadows of history, the discovery beneath Notre Dame serves as a stark reminder that even in the most sacred spaces, there are secrets waiting to be uncovered. These tombs beneath the cathedral are not just remnants of the past, they are the whispers of a deeper, hidden story that continues to unfold. What other mysteries lie waiting, just beneath the surface, hidden in plain sight? If you found this journey into history as fascinating as I did, be sure to hit that like button, because secrets like these deserve to be shared. Subscribe and join our community as we continue to uncover the untold stories of our world. And don't forget to share this video with your fellow seekers of truth, because the more we uncover, the closer we come to understanding the forces that shaped our past. Let's keep digging together. As always, peace, love, and harmony to all.